Decluttering for one person is one thing, but decluttering a whole household with multiple occupants is a completely different kettle of fish. If there's only one person in a household, that means that it's really about that one person and their possessions. That person can make informed decisions on, I want to keep this, I can let this go, and if I keep it, what do I want to do with it? Where does it go? Does it have a purpose? Does it have a place? All these questions can be easily answered with one person, provided we get to the bottom of the reasoning behind keeping or letting go. When we're looking at multiple people, let's say a couple or a family with 1 or 2 or 3 kids, the situation is distinctly different. And to keep it simple, let's just look at a couple. Let's say a couple calls me in. Is it the couple who calls me in, or is it one person? Is the other person interested in what I do, or are they completely opposed to the whole process? Is everybody on board? To which level are they on board? Is somebody not collaborating or working against the process? All these things can have an influence on how the decluttering goes, and if it goes at all. Now, assuming everybody is on board and wants to declutter and understands the need because there may be too much or they have realized that they need to downsize, still that leaves a lot of questions. Imagine a situation where you declutter a living room and one person is adamant they want to keep something and the other one is adamant they want to let it go because they hate it. What to do? We have to come to a conclusion, obviously. Also, this is the extreme case. There are a lot of situations where one person is not quite opposed to keeping it and the other one is not quite opposed to throwing it out. It's all about the gray zones in the middle, and these things need to be mediated to some degree. And there has to be a payoff in both cases, which is where I come in. I can help guide this process and help the couple or the family to come to a conclusion that works for everybody. Yes, it will be a compromise to some degree, but that's what decluttering is also about. Finding a compromise that works for everybody who lives in that space. Looking at families with multiple members, we also get that situation that you have a home where specific rooms are mainly inhabited by one person. So obviously that person will have to have a bigger say on what happens in that room than everybody else. As you can see, it's tricky ground. Having to work with a group of people brings its own challenges. It also brings its own rewards because things may not be quite as straightforward, and coming to good results is something that as a declutterer I can be proud of. And I also feel that as a family my customers can be proud of, because they have managed to navigate that particular problem where they have to come to a consensus. If you have given thought to decluttering your own space, and you're living with a partner or you're having a family, consider these things. Don't just work on your own accord. You have to make sure that whoever lives in your space with you is okay with what's going on. Think about those, stay clutter aware, and come back next time. If you want more, there are options. Click the round logo to subscribe to this channel, or select the playlist in the middle to see more content, or check out the links in the description below. Oh, and feel free to like this video.